What's up everybody? I'm Aaron Rian with the Brokerage House, and I help thousands of agents make millions of dollars in the real estate business. And today I'm here to talk to you about what some of our team's agents do to sell $3, $4, $5 million worth of real estate per month, and what we see as some of the characteristics and some of the strategies that they use. So in this video, we're going to teach you exactly what it is that our agents do to sell millions of dollars per month. So the first thing I would say to you is this. When you look at our team, we have several agents who sell over $1 million every single month consistently 12 months in a row. There are a handful of them that get into the $3, $4, and $5 million per month range in sales. Now, there are not a lot of real estate agents in the marketplace in general selling $3, $4, and $5 million per month on a team. So the question then becomes, why, how, what are they doing, right? So the things that I have found that really separate them from some of the average agents, right? What makes them a little bit different, and what do we look for in some of those agents and some of the things that they do? So the first thing that I would tell you, what really separates a real estate agent from somebody who is doing average to somebody who's doing $3, $4, and $5 million a month is two things. They're persistent and they're consistent, right? And what I mean by that is by them being persistent, they're persistent in a number of ways. They're persistent in their training. They're always trying to show up for trainings. They're learning based. They're trying to expand their knowledge. They're always trying to adapt to new markets, trying to improve their game. I always say this, there was a reason that two of the greatest basketball players of all time, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, had coaches. Because even though they were the best at what they did, they still knew that they needed to practice, and they knew that they could use tips and tricks to be able to continue getting better. So being learning based is critical. If you're not learning in sales, you're dying in sales. So you want to be learning based. The second thing that I notice about the agents who do really well, the ones that are separated from the sub $1 million producers to the $2, $3, $4 million producers, is they work so hard. They are at it 10, 12 hours a day, really making their clients a priority, going wherever it is that they need to go in order to make business happen, and they're working nonstop. Those are some of the most successful characteristics of some of the most successful people, not just in real estate, but in all of business. So the people who work really, really hard and stay consistent with that work are the ones that typically do really, really well. The next thing I would tell you, when I look at the characteristics of some of our top producers in the marketplace, and that is that they're always doing what it takes to continue doing a good job for their clients. So that means that they're staying in touch with them all the time. So 3, 4 times a week, they're updating them, letting them know what's going on. They're letting them know, what's happening with their home. They're staying in touch so that when they need a price reduction, they're not getting fought. When they need things from their client, they're not being fought. And the clients always know that the agent is working for them 100% of the time. The next thing that I would tell you that makes the top salespeople and the average is the top salespeople are the ones that follow the presentations, follow the sales scripts, and ask for that close every single time. Remember, on our team, everything is scripted. All of our sales presentations have a method to them, and they are the ones that follow those methods and do it the same way every single time. And that's where the consistency comes in. They're doing the same thing on every single client. They're trying to help the same client the same way regardless of price point. They're asking for the sale on every single interaction with a buyer or seller. That's really one of the things that makes them consistent and persistent at a very high level. They're asking for business. They're out there doing the same thing every single time, and they're just being very regimented about what it is that they do. Other things that I've noticed that make top performers, and the average just the average. If you think about it, average producers, they come up with excuses. They have reasons why they're not successful. And typically those reasons are going to be things that they can't control, right? Everything is everybody else's problem. Everything is everything that's happening to them. And they're not taking any self-accountability. Top producers understand that if something doesn't go their way, they need to change something. They need to be more accountable. They need to work harder. They needed to close better. But average producers are the people who say, well, that customer, I don't know why I went out to meet with them because they didn't want to sell anyway. Or, I can't believe that this is happening to me again. Or I can't believe that this client didn't show up to the meeting again. That's an average producer. Top producer is going to be somebody who's very accountable to themselves, and they have a lot of self-accountability, and they can look in the mirror and reflect back at what they can do better because it's what they can control. So that is another big thing that I've seen with top producers. Also, top producers, they want to be engaged. They want to be engaged with their team. They're coming into the office every day. They're waking up early. They're getting the workouts done. They're getting to the office by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And they're working all day. So if they don't have a client appointment, they're typically in the office all day working, finding things to do, making price reductions happen, signing listing contracts, following up with buyers, following up with leads, trying to do the activities that make them successful. And that can be, maybe you're in a home office, maybe you're physically coming to the office, whatever the case is, but they're getting up and they're getting to the office. Average producers look for reasons to take days off. They're seeing that they don't have anything on their schedule today, so they're going to go hang out with their kids in the middle of the week. Or they're going to go hang out at the Starbucks and just not be productive. Those are the average producers. Top producers are people who have a plan and they execute that plan every single day. Those are the things that we found that separate average producers from top producers. It's not their education level, although it does help. It's not the way that they look or a certain demographic or anything else. A lot of it comes down to how much they're willing to put into their business and do that consistently and persistently over a long period of time, and the healthy habits that they develop in their life and in their business is what really makes them successful. Hopefully you found this video to be helpful to you if you're looking to be a top producer rather than being an average producer. Hopefully you found this information to have an impact on what it is that you do every day. If you're a fan of this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, the like button down below. If you're a fan of our content, hit the subscribe so that whenever we put out new content, you get notified immediately. If you have any questions about what you can do to be a top producer, you can leave those down below. We look at all those comments, we answer them, we'll make sure to get back to you. Again, we want to thank you for watching our video, and I hope you have a great day.